Hi guys, it's Miss Oddhouse again. We are going to do another reading lesson together. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, underneath these sticky notes, I want to show you some pictures. And these pictures all go together. Okay, when I start to uncover them, I want you to think about what are these pictures trying to show you? What are these pictures describing? Okay, so your job is to think about what these pictures are showing you together as a whole. Okay, let's get started. Our first picture is an ice cube. Any guesses? Okay, our next picture is a glass. So far we have an ice cube and we have a glass. Our third picture is a lemon. A lemon, oh my goodness. So we have an ice cube, a glass, a lemon. Our fourth picture shows sugar. Our fourth picture shows sugar. Okay, are you thinking, what are these pictures showing you? What are they trying to describe? Let's look at our last one. Okay, our last one. It is a pitcher of lemonade with all of the ingredients inside. The lemon, the ice, and the sugar. So what am I trying to tell you with these pictures? Say it out loud. What am I trying to tell you with these pictures? What am I describing? I'm describing making lemonade. If you got that correctly, kiss your brains. Nice job, because when we make lemonade, we need all of these things and ingredients, right? And you know what? This really makes me think of a reading comprehension strategy that all great readers do. And it's called, are you ready? It's called finding the main idea. Main idea. Say that with me. Main idea. Let's learn about what the main idea is. The main idea is what a story is mostly about. So the main idea is what a story is mostly about. Ready? Main idea. You do it. What the story is mostly about. Good job. So the main idea is what a story is mostly about. Okay? And you might think, well, how do we find the main idea in a story or in a book? There are some things that good readers can do. So something that good readers do is they use the title of the book to think about what the main idea might be. And they use the pictures to think about what the main idea might be. Okay? As they're reading the book, they look and they listen for key words or images that are used over and over. Okay, so to find the main idea in a book or in a story, we can use the title, we can use pictures, we can look and we can listen for key words and key images that are just repeating in the book. Okay, so our main idea here is, what's this mostly about? This is mostly about making lemonade. Now, if I were telling a story and I said, one day I made lemonade, the end. That is a pretty really boring story with just the main idea, right? So stories and books have something called details. Can you say details? Good. Details tell us more about the story and main idea. So details tell us more. They describe and explain. They describe and explain. So the details tell us more. The main idea, what the story is mostly about, and the details give us more. Okay, so looking here. Now here's my story with the details. Okay. One day I wanted to make lemonade. The first thing I got was my ice. Okay. The next thing I got was my glass. Then I needed to get my lemons. I had to get my lemons and I had to cut them up and get the seeds out. And then I had to get the sugar and I had to measure out 2 cups of sugar because I like my lemonade really sweet. And then I had to get my big pitcher and put all of my ingredients inside except for the glass and stir it up. And then I poured myself a big glass of lemonade. And that's how I made lemonade. So you can see that the details, right, are describing more about what's happening. And the main idea is what a story is mostly about. Okay, so we're going to explore that with our story, The Great Egg Escape. And I read this story to you guys already. So if you haven't listened to the story, go ahead and stop the video, listen to the story, and then come back, okay? So The Great Egg Escape. Now we just learned that to find the main idea, we can look at the title and we can look at pictures. So the title is The Great Egg Escape. Wow. So in the title, I see egg and I'm hearing the word escape. So I'm thinking that must be important. I'm also seeing eggs. So eggs must be really important. Okay. And let's just quickly go through this story. And let's try to pull out some of those keywords. What are you noticing on every page? And if we see things happening over and over to get our main idea. The Great Egg Escape. So here on this page, we see another egg, right? So that's repeating. And it says that he doesn't know where the other eggs are. Okay. On this page, what do we see again? We see eggs and we see the word, the Great Egg Escape. So that must be important, right? Escaping and eggs are really important. So we want to include that in our main idea. Okay, and then it goes on that we see Shell, the one egg, stays back, doesn't go with his friends, enjoys his me time. Okay, and while Shell is in the carton, the other eggs die themselves and start to hide around the grocery store. Shell gets really nervous when they don't come back. And he decides to leave the carton to go find the other eggs. So essentially they play a game of hide and seek. Shell is finding everybody, right? So on every page we have eggs. The word egg is on every page. The word escape is used over and over and over again. Shell is our main character, and you see him the most in this story. So after this video, you're going to have a little work to do where you're going to write about the main idea in this story, and then you are going to tell some details that happen in The Great Egg Escape. Okay, so we're going to talk about the story again, and I want you to decide if what I say is the main idea or not. Okay? All right. So remember, the main idea is what the story is mostly about. Okay? So thumbs up or thumbs down. Is this the main idea of the story? Shell found Greg first. Shell found Greg first. Is that what the story is mostly about? No. So we consider that a detail, right? That tells us more about what happened. Okay, thumbs up or thumbs down. Is this what the story is mostly about? After 2 hours, Shell began to worry and went to find them. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Is that what this story is mostly about? Nope, it's not mostly about him going to find them. Okay, we'll play one more round. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Remember, that's just another detail that happens in the story. Okay? All of the eggs go back to the carton. Is that what the story is mostly about? No, that's just another detail about what happens in the story. So I actually tricked you guys. None of those are the main idea. Okay, remember, when we were going through the book, we saw the word egg a lot, right? It was on every page. We saw pictures of eggs on every page, okay? And we saw and we heard the word escape a lot. So we want to include those in our main idea, okay? So the main idea of this story was that, and this is just in my words, the eggs escape from their carton, okay? So the eggs escape from their carton. Yes, that is part of the main idea. The eggs escape from their carton and play hide and seek around the store. Okay, so if I were to say, the eggs escape from their carton and play hide and seek around the store. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Is that what the story is mostly about? Yeah, that's what is happening in the story, right? Okay, and then I gave another sentence for our main idea. Shell runs around the store trying to find them. Okay, remember how we talked about Shell? Shell was our main character of this story. And so when we think about the main idea, I want to include him in that main idea because Shell is an important part of this story. He was seen pretty much on every page. So here's the main idea I came up with again. The eggs escape from their carton and play hide and seek around the store. Shell runs around the store trying to find them. Okay, that is our main idea. That is what the story is mostly about. And then everything else that happens in the story, we call that a detail. And it gives us more, right? It tells us more. Like so. It was the weekend and the eggs left the carton. Shell did not want to go because he wanted some me time. The eggs dipped themselves in colorful dye and they all found different hiding spots. But after a couple hours, Shell got really worried and he went to find them. He found Greg first. Then he found all of the other eggs except for who? Except for Meg, right? And they found a clue where Meg was hiding. Okay, where did they find Meg? They found Meg in the bold coffee, right? And then all of the eggs went back to the carton. So here we have the main idea. And here we have all of the details that happened in the story. So on your paper, you need to write 1 or 2 sentences about what the main idea of this story is. And then you are choosing 4 details that happened in this story. So you'll write a sentence for each detail. Okay, I can't wait to see the work that you do. Always kiss those brains. Great job, first grade.